The greatest robberies that ever took place. In this video, I will share with you 7 of the boldest and greatest robberies that ever took place, from art to diamonds, banks, museums, a mail truck, even a train and more. If you enjoy our video, please like it and subscribe to support our channel. Here we go. The Antwerp Diamond Heist. The Antwerp World Diamond Center in Belgium is the diamond exchange capital of the world, and in February 2003 it was the site of a $100 million diamond heist. A group of Italian thieves, known as the School of Turin, broke into the underground vault of the Antwerp Diamond Center. Back then, it was protected by infrared heat detectors, sophisticated locks with 100 million possible combinations, a seismic sensor, Doppler radar, magnetic force, and other layers of security. Despite all those advanced security systems, the gang was able to rob 123 of the vault's 160 safes without setting off any alarms or leaving behind any signs of forced entry. Security force and personnel noticed nothing only until the day after. An Italian man by the name of Leonardo Notarbartolo, who had a career of being a thief, was eventually convicted of being the ringleader and has since been paroled. He had rented an office in Diamond Center shortly before the robbery took place and used its location to gain access to the bank's vault. However, he never gave away his accomplices or the location of the diamonds. The Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Robbery. March 18, 1990. 2 men in disguise as police officers walked into the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston and told a security guard they were responding to a call. The guard let them in, and once inside, they handcuffed the 2 guards that were present and locked them in the basement. They got away with 13 extremely valuable pieces of art worth $500 million. Among the stolen pieces were Rembrandt's Storm on the Sea of the Galilee, Lady and Gentleman in Black, Self-Portrait from 1634, Vermeer's Concert, Govert Flink's Landscape with an Obelisk, 5 works by Edgar Degas, and Edouard Manet's Chess Tortoni. To this day, no one knows who the robbers were or where they hid the stolen pieces. Empty frames hang in the museum as placeholders when the stolen works are returned. The Gardner Museum is offering $5 million reward for information leading to the recovery of these works in good condition. The Tucker Cross Theft. 1955. A man from Bermuda by the name of Teddy Tucker was scuba diving in the wreckage of the San Pedro, a Spanish ship that sank near the Florida Keys during a hurricane back in 1594. In the wreckage, he found a 22-karat gold and emerald cross. He brought it home and sold it to the government of Bermuda. It was displayed for several years in a museum on the island, a museum that he and his wife both owned and ran. However, in 1975, just before an official visit by Queen Elizabeth II, the cross was stolen and replaced with a cheap replica. Authorities have no clue who stole the cross or where it may be now. It was considered to be the most valuable object ever found in a shipwreck. The Great Train Robbery in England. August 1963. A train headed to London from Glasgow was ambushed on the Bridego Railway Bridge in Buckinghamshire by a group of 15 robbers who rigged the track signals and stopped the train in a remote location. The robbers didn't have guns. Instead, they beat up the train driver and stole more than £2.6 million, equivalent to $61 million today. They fled to a hideout, which police would later find and collect evidence from to prosecute most of the gang members. However, the money was never recovered. Ringleaders were sentenced to 30 years in prison, including Ronald Arthur Ronnie Biggs, who later escaped, and Bruce Napoleon Reynolds, who went on to work as a consultant for a movie, Buster, from 1988, and even published in 1995 the autobiography of a thief, the man behind the Great Train Robbery. The Plymouth Mail Truck Robbery. August 1962. A team of criminals dressed as police officers and armed with guns ambushed a mail truck traveling from Plymouth, Massachusetts to the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Using an elaborate scheme involving fake highway workers and traffic detours, The robbers got away with $1.5 million in cash, all in bills smaller than $20, and only some of it recorded. At the time, this was the largest cash heist in history. The postal workers were blindfolded, bound, and gagged, put in the back of the truck. One of the robbers got in the driver's seat and drove for a while before abandoning the truck with the mailman still inside it. The money was never recovered. The Harry Winston heist. 2008. Four men dressed as women stormed into the posh Harry Winston jewelry store in Paris, pushed employees and customers into a corner at gunpoint, stole almost every piece of jewelry on display, and emptied 2 storage cases in the back. The robbers got away pretty fast from the store with more than $100 million in merchandise and making it the largest jewel robbery ever in France, one of the largest in the world. It appeared that they had an inside knowledge of the store because they knew the location of supposedly top-secret storage boxes and also referred to staff by their first names. 8 men were arrested. Dudi Yahiwi was believed to be the mastermind, was sentenced to 15 years in prison, while others received as little as 9 months in jail. Police found $19 million worth of jewelry from the heist stuffed in a drain in the Parisian suburb of Seine-Saint-Denis, but much of the loot has never been recovered. Banco Central robbery in Fortaleza. 2005, a group of men rented a property and set up shop posing as a landscape company a few blocks from the Banco Central in Fortaleza, Brazil. They spent 3 months digging a tunnel about 256 feet long and 13 feet below street level from their office to directly below the bank. Over the course of a weekend in August, they used the tunnel to get into the bank without being detected thanks to a tip from a bank employee. From there, they broke through nearly 4 feet of steel reinforced concrete to enter the vault and stole 5 containers weighing more than 7,000 pounds and holding about $70 million worth of reals. Bank employees didn't know anything had happened until they arrived at work Monday morning. By then, the robbers had already fled the area. However, they made 2 mistakes that led to their arrest. Later on, police found outside a large amount of white powder, which was chalk that the robbers had used in order to cover their fingerprints. They almost succeeded, except for one print found, which was their first mistake. The second mistake was pretty foolish, as one member of the gang bought no less than 10 cars at once the day after the robbery and in cash. 3 people were accused of participating in the heist. 26 of them ended up in jail for various crimes and a few escaped. However, only about $8 million of the total amount was ever recovered, making this the biggest robbery in the history of Brazil. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to support our channel. Keep following us for more interesting and mysteriously fascinating videos, and have a fantastic day.